All right, YouTube, what is going on? It is Zaya here from Ascent Sports, welcoming you back to our NFL regular season record predictions. I am joined by Brendan, and we are going to be predicting the Week 4 Sunday slate, starting it out with the Bengals versus Panthers. Now, obviously, it is just me and Brendan, but we do have Jimmy's picks, we have Steven's picks, the Bowl is there, Madden is there, and be sure to check out our Thursday night video because the standings are looking a little sus, speaking of the Bowl and Madden. But yes, we are starting the Sunday slate with the Bengals taking on the Panthers. And without further ado, let's get into it. I am going to be taking the Bengals in this one. I know, Andy Dalton revenge game now. I know Andy Dalton played pretty well for the Panthers last week, brought Deontay Johnson back to life even. We will see what that actually means. I don't know. This happens all the time. This doesn't discredit the Panthers from being ass. But maybe just maybe too. Bryce Young wasn't all that. Two things can be true. We'll see. But I think the Bengals are going to take this one. And they need a win. They're dying for a win. Jimmy is also taking the Bengals.
I'm going with the Panthers. Andy Dalton revenge game. I'm going
Fuck yeah,
for
why
it
not?
because you know what, the Bengals, they stink. They do need a win, but I think the Andy Dalton momentum rides into it. At very least, though, I do think it's going to be a close game. If the Bengals, I think it's going to be a close game. So I am also going to take Panthers plus 4.5 for the onion spread of the week as well. But give me the Panthers. It remind me of Joe Flacco last year. He went on a little bit of a run. You know, he's seen the AFC North defenses in the 2010. He's not scared of this Bengals defense. This was his team. Revenge game. The Bengals defense can't stop a sneeze. Give me the Panthers.
Isn't it crazy that our era of quarterbacks like Andy Dalton, they were just elite, man. I don't know. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Fuck it. I do this. I've been doing this for years. Joe
Steven's
Flacco even.
going
But
with the Bengals. Yeah, Joe Flacco too. It's crazy.
put Ben out there right now.
Facts.
I bet Ben could give you a good game right now. One.
The Bull is actually going with the Bengals, and Madden is also going with the Bengals. So the only reason why we're not all in is because of me. I wasn't exactly expecting that, but hey, I'm going for it. Madden's going 35-19. So okay, man. Now we're gonna be realistic. Whatever.
Saints taking on the Falcons. I am gonna go with the Saints in this one. I think if they want to be a legit real team, they bounce back from that loss last week. It was a tough loss. They bounce back from that, they get the win. Atlanta, they're not the worst team. Kirk Cousins is playing, on one leg, but they're not the worst team. But I just like the Saints in this matchup. And Jimmy does as well as he is taking the Saints.
I'm actually going with the Falcons. I just feel them a little bit more. They were very close to being the Chiefs. There did some controversy on Kyle Pitts almost touchdown, and they came back against the Eagles, and they played a close game against the Steelers, the best team in the league. So I think they've been playing pretty good. Saints, of course they were playing pretty good. Last week their run ended, but I'm gonna kind of say that it's over. I didn't really expect that from the Saints either, but divisional rivalry. I think people are kind of maybe expecting the Saints to keep afloat, but I don't think they will. So give me the Falcons. Steven's also going to take the Falcons, so we are split with the humans. The Bull is going with the Falcons. Madden is going with the Saints. 17-3. So it is a 3-3 split. Interesting.
For our next game, we have the Jaguars taking on the Texans. And I'm going to go with the Texans in this one because Trevor Lawrence, it's not looking good. It's not looking good in Jacksonville. Who knows what that team is, if they're good, if they're bad. We'll let the gods decide. But I think the Texans are going to win this one. And Jimmy does as well. Just not your time. Long have we come since Brendan predicted y'all to win the AFC or some shit.
Yeah. They're looking promising. They might have peaked at losing to the Chiefs in the divisional round in a close game. I'm also going with the Texans. Just think they're the better team this year, and the Jags aren't looking good. The Texans definitely probably want to bounce back after the Vikings performance. They were not ready for that one. Um, give me the Texans. Steven is going with the Jags. The Bull is also going with the Jags. And Madden is going with the Texans 35-25.
Up next, we have the Broncos taking on the Jets. Oh boy. You know, it almost got something right. It was like I got spidey senses, but nah, I'm gonna take the Jets in this one. Uh, Bo Nix and the Broncos, they were able to get a win last week, but I just think the Jets, as long as Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, you know, on a game by game basis here, I think they'll be a pretty good team. And the Broncos, they're not all that. You know, this isn't like this should be a layup.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take the Jets. Jimmy is also taking the Jets.
I'm going with the Jets as well. You know, I did not expect them to beat the Bucks last week as bad as they did. But yeah, I don't think they would beat that against the Jets. They should be the better team here and should get it done. And if the Jets want to be a serious team, they should get this done. Steven's also going to take the Jets. The Bull is going with the Jets as well. And Madden is going to have us all in on the New York Jets 28-17. We got Vikings at Packers.
Oh boy. Up next, we have the Vikings taking on the Packers. And, you know, I haven't got to do it all year, ladies and gentlemen. I am taking the Minnesota Vikings. And not only am I taking the Minnesota Vikings, I am guaranteeing that the Minnesota Vikings are going to win because they're 3-0 and they're going to move to 4-0. Malik Willis, it's been a great story, but unfortunately, you just got to pause it for a second here because Sam Darnold, you know, story overtakes story. Jimmy is taking the Packers because he's a hater.
I'm going with the Packers as well.
Oh, my
I
God.
just think I just
No, Malik Willis, bro. Are you kidding me
no,
right
it's
now?
not really Malik. It's the Packers defense. I think it steps up.
Ooh.
I don't know. At Packers divisional
Shivering timbers.
rival in
They got, you know,
Lambeau.
the Vikings have Justin Jefferson.
I know, but they have Jair Alexander.
Jair Alexander. I said Justin Jefferson, not Amari Cooper.
he's gonna he's gonna lock him up.
Mike Evans ass cornerback.
Well, here we go. Honestly, I didn't expect this, but Steven is also gonna take the pack.
Nice.
The Bull is going with the Packers as well. Madden shut off on me, so you're gonna have to give me a minute. Madden is also gonna take the Packers.
What the hell?
31-9. So this could be, this could be something. This could be an easy point.
Up next, it is our team. It is our game. We have the Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm going with the Steelers because we need to get this win back. We need to restore dominance over the Colts. And we've been playing pretty good. The Colts, they don't have necessarily the craziest team. I got the Steelers, man. Jimmy is also taking the Steelers, and he has us over 39.5 points. Or I think the game over 39.5. So, like, that's going to be it. Because, I mean, if we put up 40 on the Colts, that would be sick. Either way, you know, Jimmy, you can pick either one. I'm letting Jimmy pick either one. Either we score 40 points or the game itself has 40 points. But yeah, big Steelers.
I'm also going to take the Steelers as well. It's very hard to go against your team when they're 3-0 and just looking really good. And Anthony Richardson, he has made some plays, but he's also made some mistakes. And so far, Bijan and J.K. Dobbins, who other than our game looked pretty good, we've been shutting down running backs. Something we pick and choose to do, mainly with like big name running backs. But when it's a backup, oh my goodness, this isn't our Mitch Trubisky led team from last year. Yeah, give me the Steelers. Steven is also going to take the Steelers. The Bull is going to take the Steelers. But Madden is going with the Colts. 42-10.
That's crazy.
Just insanity. No respect.
For our next game, we have the Rams taking on the Bears. And I'm going with the... This is a tough one. I'm going with the Bears in this one. I just, they need a win. I like dunking on them because we got Justin Fields, but I don't know. They need a win. The Rams aren't looking too crazy. Jimmy is going with the Bears as well.
I am also going with the Bears. I checked earlier today, and honestly, I did not know this. Did you know Caleb Williams threw for 363 yards last
He hasn't thrown a
game?
touchdown yet, right?
He threw two last game actually.
Oh, did
Yeah, one to Odunze and then to Komet.
oh.
So he's getting it going a little bit. They did lose though. They did lose. So it's kind of. I think they'll win this. I think this is just like an upset for the Rams because they came back against the Niners, and yeah, I think this is gonna be an upset for them. So yeah, give me the Bears as well. I think they're just due for a win, and I still don't think there's no Cup or Nakua for the Rams as well. Steven is going with the Rams. The Bull is also going to take the Rams. Madden is going with the Rams as well. 28-14. So a 3-3 split.
Rounding out the 1 o'clock games, we have the Eagles taking on the Buccaneers. And I'm going with the Buccaneers in this one. Maybe I'm reaching here, but the Eagles, they have a lot of injuries. Big win last week, but I don't think they're the greatest. And Tampa Bay, they kind of got humbled. I think the Bucs got this one. Big trust. Jimmy is taking the Eagles.
I'm going to go with the Eagles as well. I think it's going to be another close one, kind of like the one with the Saints, like close, low scoring 15-12 game. I think it's close, but I think the Eagles come out on top, kind of like how they've been doing it, minus the Falcons one, and then week one was a little bit more high scoring, but I think we get a low scoring, close game. Eagles win it though. Steven's also going with the Eagles. Bull's going with the Buccaneers. Madden is going with the Eagles. 28-17. 15 actually, 15.
For our first 4 o'clock game, we have the Patriots taking on the 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers, sorry.
Damn, Patriots versus 49ers. I am going with the 49ers as I know there's a lot happening with them, but the Patriots, like they got to win this game. Like this is if you want to keep being a real team, you win this game. So I'm going to take them. Jimmy, though, is taking the Patriots.
Ooh. Interesting. I'm going with the Niners. I do not see the upset here. This would be a bad one for the Niners. Regardless, I mean, you can't win this one. Like the Rams one, divisional rivals are close. They came back. Like, okay, you lose this one. I don't know. Like, you saw what the Jets did to them. You might need to like look internally. Like, do we have a fraud at QB or something? Like, You know, you lose one All Pro Bowler, you can't do anything. What's
Hmm.
happening? What's happening? Because you still have Ayuk, who it just absolutely needed to stay there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steven is going with the Niners. The Bull joining Jimmy, taking the Patriots. Madden is gonna go with the Niners. CMC on the cover. Madden curse is real. I don't think it's not taking the Niners yet. 31-27.
Now we have the Cardinals taking on the Commanders. I'm going with the Commanders this week. I feel like they've been playing pretty well. Jaden Daniels has been playing pretty well, and the Cardinals. I keep trying to take them. And did they win last week? I feel like they lost.
Yeah, they lost to the Lions.
I keep trying to take them, and they're letting me down. So I'm gonna take Washington in this one. That means the Cardinals are gonna win. So do with that what you please. Jimmy is taking the Commanders as well.
I'm going with the Commanders as well. Jaden Daniels kind of impressed last week. Um, Monday night is coming off a short week though as a running quarterback. I don't know if that wear and tear vibes. I'm not sure.
Wear and tear.
But yeah, I think I don't necessarily think the Commanders are the better team here. I think this is a very good matchup. Both have you know I think up and coming, high potential young offenses. Defenses are kind of iffy, I guess, to say the least. But Dan Quinn, new head coach, I think he finds a way. Give me the Commanders. Steven is going to take the Commanders as well. The Bull, though, is going with the Cardinals. Madden is going to take the Commanders. Close to all in, but not quite. 24-17.
AFC West matchup now. We have the Chiefs taking on the Chargers. And I am going with the Chiefs. Justin Herbert's injury is kind of spooky. I feel like it's been lingering. And the Chiefs, they've been getting by 3-0. They've been getting by. They've been doing their thing. I got the Chiefs in this one. Jimmy is going to take the Chiefs as well. So, I'm spitting.
I'm going with the Chiefs as well. Steven's also going with the Chiefs. Yeah, just they're the Chiefs. Chargers are the Chargers. Have been, playing all right, but lost to the Steelers last week, and Justin Herbert's banged up. So yeah, I just not a recipe for anything good for them. I think the Chiefs win this with ease. They don't seem to do that too much. Like they win, but they don't win with ease a lot.
Ooh, the Chiefs?
The Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, the Bull is going with the Chargers. And Madden's going with the Chiefs, 29-21.
On the one. Up next, we have the Browns taking on the Raiders. And if the Raiders were like any better of a team, I swear I would take them. But I have to go with Cleveland in this one, unfortunately. I like them more. Well, I don't like them more, but I just think they're going to win this one. Jimmy is taking the Browns as well. So sad times this week, but I think they got this.
Yeah, the Browns aren't looking good, but neither really are the Raiders. And the Browns have been kind of, so far, a little bit of a pattern. They played like garbage, and then they played good, and then they played like garbage again. So I think we're back on the pattern of maybe they'll play good. It is the Raiders. I could definitely see them turning up again against the Raiders, but false hope because they're still the Browns. But yeah, I'm going with the Browns as well in this one. I think their defense is gonna actually be their defense against the Raiders. Steven's also gonna take the Browns. The Bull is going with the Browns, but Madden is going with the Raiders. 31-10. Low key, I hope.
Sunday night football. We have the Bills taking on the Ravens. This is a pretty good matchup here. I am going to be going with the Ravens in this one. I know the Bills, they started off pretty good. But the Ravens, I think they're looking for that statement W here in this early season. They almost blew it against the Cowboys. I'm going with the Ravens. Jimmy is taking the Ravens as well.
I'm going with the Ravens as well. I think this is a game that, like, typical Ravens fashion, I feel like they could win, so I kind of hope they do. I feel like they could lose, but I hope they do lose, but they end up winning, and it's like, oh dang. But yeah, I'm going with the Ravens. I think they'll be able to beat the Bills. The kind of Bills are looking like the better team right now, so I think it's gonna not that the Ravens are looking bad, but just like the Bills just like killed the Jags and the Ravens almost choked. So yeah, I think they'll be expected to win, but I say the Ravens do it at home. Steven though is going with the Bills. The Bull is also gonna take the Bills. And Madden is gonna take the Bills, and what I think definitely has to be some scoregami. 18-14.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That'll definitely happen. All right, guys, so that was our week 4 Sunday predictions. Be sure to let us know down in the comments who you guys have in this game. If you guys would like to see our Thursday night football picks or our Monday night football picks, or just to see how we did for the week, be sure to check out our channel and our other videos. Anyways, this has been Zaya from Ascent Sports. It has also been Brendan, Jimmy, Steven, the Bolin Madden, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out. Goodbye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning.